Hi, loved ones. I wanted to talk to you today about anxiety. It is a real struggle that a lot of people are dealing with right now. I called my doctor and was talking to them about it, and they told me that the increased amount of people going in to see their doctor to get prescribed medications is on the incline. So the anxiety levels across the board are skyrocketing. What can you do when you suffer from anxiety? What are some coping skills that you use without having to race to get medicated? And I'm not telling you not to get medicated, that's between you and your doctor. But medication only can do so much. You still have to find day-to-day coping skills. For example, if you're in a uncomfortable situation, what do you do to help yourself get through it? For me, I practice breathing techniques. I focus all of my energy right here at the tip of my nose, and I breathe in through my nose and exhale through my mouth. And I'm very mindful of my breath. And I take long, deep breaths so that I'm getting enough oxygen to my brain, so that I'm slowing everything down, so that I'm not causing my heart to race. And sometimes that is enough to calm me down. I'm looking up here online right now, 12 signs that you may have an anxiety disorder: excessive worry, sleeping problems, irrational fears, muscle tension, chronic digestion, stage fright, self-consciousness, panic or flashbacks, perfectionism, compulsive behaviors, and self-doubt. Now, all of these things did not mean that you have anxiety disorders. Just because you struggle with something, again, that's something you'd have to discuss with your doctor. But there's ways that you can find to cope with these. Instead of just saying, I have anxiety, that's it, that's all I gotta do, and here's my medicine. Find ways to cope with it. Find ways to overcome it. Find ways to breathe through it. Maybe for you need to count to 10 and then breathe. Maybe you need to count to 100. Maybe you need to go outside and get some fresh air in the sunshine. Maybe you need to have a pet or a heavy blanket lay on your chest. Sometimes that helps me. Some of the things they say about people with anxiety is that it causes us to have superpowers. I don't know about all that, but one of the things they say is that we have the ability to sense other people's energy. And I have to agree with that. We're capable of telling whether someone has a positive vibe or a negative vibe. We can tell when other people feel anxious. We can tell when people are angry or full of light and joy. We're able to read people. People who struggle with anxiety generally are more empathetic and compassionate towards others because they understand what it feels like to feel unloved and to feel anxious and to self-doubt. And so they usually tend to understand and have more compassion for the world because they don't want anyone to feel the way that we feel. No one should have to feel like this. They have a life-saving instinct. It says, anxiety can be traced far back, which can be utilized as a saving mechanism and allow a person to pay more attention to the things around them. According to a study published in a European Journal of Psychology, people with anxiety are quicker in detecting danger and responding to it. I would say that that's pretty spot on. I am rock solid when it comes to disaster. I can handle it. I'm in control. I know exactly what's going on. But the second the chaos stops, that's when I have my meltdown. The second everything is grounded and level and okay, that's when all of my anxiety pours in or out, depending on how you want to look at it. People with anxiety typically are capable of reading people and understanding when they're being lied to. You typically can't get one past me. You might for a minute, you might for a day, an hour, a month, but people with anxiety watch actions more so than they ever watch words. And there's nothing that we don't see. It says here, people with anxiety tend to have an increased IQ. A team of researchers from SUNY, Downstate Medical Central in New York, have found that people with anxiety are smarter than normal people. Given the amount of overanalyzing they do, this doesn't come as a surprise though. The bottom line is that people with anxiety are indeed special and capable of achieving greatness. They are prepared for literally anything, which makes them one of the strongest people you will ever meet. A lot of times people confuse my kindness as a weakness. I'm not weak. I'm very strong. And if you don't believe so, I dare you to challenge me. Because anybody on this planet can be a raging psycho. Any one of us can be angry and bitter and hate. But I challenge you to love your enemy. I challenge you to love the person that you hate more than anything on this planet, more than anyone. Picture them in your mind now. I challenge you to forgive them. I challenge you to love them anyway. Not because they deserve it. Not because they're sorry. Not because they've asked for your forgiveness. But just because you deserve peace. They could care less if you sleep at night. If someone's got over on you, my theory, everybody's got to get got. It's just the way of the world. It's what you choose. It's how you choose to respond that matters. People in pain continue to cause more pain. People who forgive find peace. To me, that sounds like they're winning. I know many people that have got me from time to time. And if you're one of them, I forgave you already. I still love you. I hope you can learn to love yourself. This video goes out to you. You deserve your own love more than anyone else on this planet. You have the capabilities of being the most incredible person, but you get in your own way. Integrity is something that can't be bought. Respect is something you can't demand. Those are things you must earn, and that takes a lifetime to do. You can't get that by giving someone money or things, but just being there continuously and not tucking your tail between your legs and running the other way when you've made a mistake, but standing your ground and saying you're sorry and meaning it and working to correct your behavior and your actions. My love hasn't changed. My love hasn't gone anywhere. I'm still waiting here. I love you, loved ones. I love you so much. Every one of you. Peace be to you.